Hey everyone, it's Tracy with Weaver Design Company, and as promised, I have part 2 of my Reddit floor plan fix. Hopefully we fixed it. Before we do that though, I wanted to show you this walkthrough that I created, and it's the main level and the second story, so I'm going to pause it before we get to the second story so that we can look at the floor plan first. So let's take a look here. So this is a 3D walkthrough of the main level that I redesigned from the Reddit floor plan that somebody sent me. And everybody in the comments was like, oh my gosh, this floor plan is terrible, and not very many people liked it. So I took it upon myself to try to redo the layout. Not in all areas, just in the ones that I felt needed a little work. And that'll be part 1. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put it in the description for you to go find and watch before we get into this one. It'll make more sense for you. So this one we're just kind of walking through, and sometimes I don't put everything in the rooms, like you'll just see a bed, and that's just because I'm trying to get a sense of proportion and what we could fit in there. So and it's kind of like being in a video game to me. I could never do VR. It would probably make me sick, but it kind of reminds me of that. And this is the standard camera that you see. So we'll pause it right about there, okay? And we'll escape that, and we're gonna flip over to the plan on the second floor that I redid. So starting over here, we've got this reference view here. So that was the main level that I recreated and tried to make better. So you can see how the walls line up from the second story to the main level here. And so those are the walls I wanted to keep right where they were, because obviously they're bearing a load all the way down. So I didn't want to mess with those. So let's take a look at what the original floor plan looked like, which would be this on the second level. And I just copied and pasted the original from what I made and put it right beside this one here. We'll click this reference display off. So as you can see, you walk up the stairs to the second level, and this right here, it's all open below. So it's a huge entry, a lot of wasted space in my opinion. It looks cool, but they probably could have added another little room or maybe an office or something. Would have worked really well, but they didn't, and that's fine. So I just left it alone. My main concern was this here. I thought this was all kind of weird. And on the main level, they just had one bathroom to serve that level. We can flip over to that one here. So which was it was way over here. So if you're on the main level, maybe you're in this room here, you got to go all the way over here and there. If you're a guest, I mean, you're not going to want to go to the master. And this is the one that I rebuilt. So upstairs, it was kind of the same way in that they had their bathrooms kind of weird. So I wanted to fix this. I felt like it was a lot of wasted space, and I thought we could do a lot better with it. So this little closet here, if we flip back over to the original, so this is the original plan, and reference display, original plan below. This here, it indicated that there was mechanical access back here within the attic. And so I tried to keep this kind of the way it was, or a way to get to it, because anywhere else there was basically nowhere for mechanical stuff. So I wanted to try to fix that too if I could. So if you're looking at this original for the second level, this is the one that I created. So if I can get them side by side here. And I added some furniture up here just for proportion. I kind of treated this upstairs almost like maybe you have 2 or 3 kids and the older kids want to be away from everybody else. Well, maybe they can live up here on the second level, and this can be their own living area. And I also wanted to find a way to get rid of this weirdness over here. So what I did, I created a half bath with a pocket door. So there's no in-swing in this little bathroom here. So we have a pocket door, which makes it easy to get into. And then I still wanted them to have their own bathroom, obviously, for bathing. This one I did a tub, just like they did over here. And you could do a shower if you wanted to. The main level actually does have a bathtub, so I recommend you need a bathtub in your house, especially if you have little kids. So, but I did add a bathtub here. And I think the good thing is that I've got room for double sinks, and then there's another sink here. So, and this bathroom opens up to this hallway. I wanted this mechanical access to have its own entrance. In other words, I didn't want it to have to be from a closet or another area, because this right here also doubled as a closet, and they had just room right here for clothes and here. Well, if it were me and this was mechanical access and you've got people that need to work on stuff, I don't want them going through my closet. So I thought that was a little strange. So what I did, I added a closet here, so it took away from some of this bedroom. However, it's still a pretty big room, and this is a queen size bed for size. So I felt like that was a pretty good compromise. If it were me, I'd rather have my closet, unbothered by traffic and other things. So I left this right where it was, just moved the doorway down to get into it, and made the door a little bigger, so a proper door size for that. So anyway, but that's how I redid this second floor. And if we want to look around here, I'll pull a camera for you guys. And I tried to make it just really fun. I have a 14-year-old boy, and I was thinking, well, what if he, had a room like this? Look at our physical camera here. And, I think he would probably enjoy it. So teenagers, I think, need a place to go where they can be, and because they're just kind of in that stage where, they don't want to be told what to do. They're trying to figure out who they are. So I think it's important that they have a space for themselves. So if we just click here, this is my physical camera, so it's rendering things realistically. So it's the camera that I have to denoise when I move around. So we'll just keep moving around. I gave him a pinball machine and a little arcade game, a couple of cool signs. And this is just really basic stuff here. So if we look over here, this is the entry. So that's what it looks like opened up. And I added a light fixture. I thought that would brighten it up a little bit. But to me, you could easily have another room right there if you wanted to. But for this, I just left it how it was. So. But yeah, I tried to just clean it up a little bit. I just felt like the original plan was just kind of awkward, and hopefully I made it better. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Here's the pocket door. I'm gonna just flip over to my standard camera here. So yeah, standard camera looking that way. But I thought the upstairs was cool. It was mostly just how they had the bathroom. So if we flip back over to that really quick. So again, we went from this kind of clustered area, some dead space also, to this. I just squared it off and tried to make more sense of it. I think it makes more sense. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. And if we want to, let's see, flip back over and continue our walkthrough. You've just kind of seen it, but we'll do the walkthrough for you. Part 2 walkthrough. But you guys have to let me know what you think. Was it what you expected? Do you like the new plan that I did for the main level and the second floor? Do you think they work better? To me, I feel like they work better. I forgot to put a mirror there. I have it now, but I just didn't do it for the walkthrough. So but yeah, I tried to make it as simple as I could. Also, if you're going to have a TV opposite windows, you're obviously going to need some good window covering. So just remember that. You don't want to have reflection on your TV. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Part 2 of my Reddit plan. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, share, all the things. That really helps out. I've had some new subscribers lately, so that's great. But yeah, send me your plans that you think are bad, and I'll see what I can do to fix them or make them better at least. And we'll see you on the next one.